I personally believe in black love. I believe that the black family is under assault. I believe that the black community is under assault. And I believe it's on us as men to do something about it. But it's also imperative that the sisters understand, maybe I need to do something different. And what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, I'm going to give the traits of a good black woman. Number one, the black woman, it always starts just like I did with the heart, with the black man. If you're a good black woman, you got to have a good heart. What does that look like? Well, first of all, you have to be loyal. You have to be willing to stand by a man's side. Of course, after he's been sifted, if you listen to the other video, you'll see what I mean as far as the traits of a good black man. But if you're going to stand by your black man's side, then you have to be willing to take that, take the L's that he may take from time to time, encourage and, certain things that are powerful to a man, like telling them you believe in it. Brothers don't hear that often. I believe in you. I know you can make it. Don't lie. It needs to come from a place of being genuine. Now, I didn't say this. I went into other traits with the traits of a good black man, but this is very, very important for a man. Very important. If you are supportive, if you tell that guy you believe in him and you say the right things, that guy will go and fight the world for you. But you have to be willing to be supported. You have to be open to reproof. That's another trait. What do I mean by being open to reproof? I mean open to someone giving you some criticism. You need to be humble in a sense, and humble to a point where, not belittling yourself. See, when I say humble or quote unquote submissive, that word scares a lot of people. But what I mean by that is you have to be modest, not modest, just to a point where you can receive criticism and it doesn't arouse your emotions. A lot of times women don't get that. A lot of times, just from my personal experience, you have to be, as another trait, this is another trait, you have to also, once we get outside of the heart, now we start dealing with other things. I'm not going to mention your job. Me and brother Black Men Taking Our Community Back last, we did a hangout, and he made a good point about marrying high IQ women, which I do agree with. However, it's other traits that go with just, a brother's not going to just marry a woman with a high IQ. If that's the case, he would probably just go and find a woman that's an engineer, or, it's plenty of females out here that got very high IQs. They got the education, they're doing it, they're very smart. That's not going to get you a man. But, being, modest, having the right heart, and also having a spirit of just meekness and allowing people to talk, that helps, and it goes a long way, not just in relationships, but just in life in general. Also, you have to be willing to do what it takes to keep him. I'm not talking about freaky stuff. Of course that goes with it, but what I'm talking about is keeping yourself up. I know women, for us as black women, our hair is our glory. Be it weave, natural, whatever. A black woman's hair is like a lion's mane. You never mess with a black woman's hair. Never touch it. I've been with women, you can't even touch their hair in the middle of making love. So I understand the importance of your hair, but that's not number one for a man. It's kind of weird. Number one for us is your body and your, how you, of course, within reason. You can't just have teeth missing and your face is all messed up. You can't have terrible skin. But what I'm saying is your body is more important to a man than your hair. That's very important because we're physical creatures. We like to look at you. As a man, I like to look at you and want to tear your ass up every time I see you. And I've had women where that's what I wanted to do. Every time I saw them, I wanted to beat the brakes up off of them because I saw that physicality. I saw those hips. I saw that ass. And then I coupled that with the fact that she may have other traits that I'm looking for. So that right there lets you know that the physical part for men is very important. Now, how do you get the physical? Everybody may not have those dimensions of Serena Williams dimensions, or but I go to the gym every day. Brothers in the gym admire women. I see women all the time on the squat rack and running and lifting, and they got abs and they got a nice stomach, and there's nothing more sexy than a black woman that's in shape. There's nothing more sexy than nothing. It is the most beautiful thing. It's like poetry in motion, watching a black woman that is in shape, that has her body together. She has defined calves, and her quads and her legs are in shape, and she's physically appealing. For a black woman, you can just most black women can pull their hair back, put some lip gloss on, and hit that gym hard, and will shut it down. I seen sisters that are in shape go to a club in some jeans and a t-shirt and shut it down. If you got it, you got it. And one thing about black women, you gifted, you're very well endowed, not just physically, but just you have a certain level of, for lack of a better word, I guess I would say femininity, but the black woman is a great physical specimen. Maximize what you have. I tell the brothers all the time, get your ass in the gym. Don't just think just because you got money that's all it takes. LL had a song some years ago called, what was it? I think it's Who Do You Love, or something. It wasn't Who Do You Love, but it was, and LL said, just because you're blessed with cash doesn't mean that your honey won't let me finesse that ass. What he was saying was, you got to bring more to the equation than just one aspect. You heard me first time. She talks about being physically appealing, personality, socially appealing, and financially appealing. Well, the same for women. You have to be intellectually appealing. We don't want to talk to a woman and all she wants to talk about is being Atlanta Housewives or, basketball wives. I'm sure a lot of you sisters know that, or you wouldn't be watching this video if you're a sister. But also you have to be willing to, do the things like in Destiny's Child. I promise, Kelly Rowland probably Kelly Rowland's probably the top 3 on the planet. I love Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland doesn't have this big, huge ass, but she's always in the gym. She's always working out. That is beautiful when I see a sister like that. And she doesn't have the proportions that a lot of brothers claim they want. But that's the thing with attraction with us as men. It's like a gas meter. It doesn't necessarily, you don't have to have the ass. You can have all types of other attributes. I brought up Teyonah Parris from the movie Chirac in the show Survivor's Remorse. Beautiful sister. She doesn't have the dimension, but she has all the other attributes. I don't think any man would get with her and be like, I don't like her. She's not, she just don't have the ass. That's a lie. That sister probably got a line around the corner of brothers trying to talk to her. So the physical is important. You have to have also what would make what is attractive is a woman that's on her own grind, that's got her own hustle. You gotta, cause see, if you get with a man, as a man, when you talking about a quality man, I have to go back into that video. What did I say? He needs a vision. He needs to be out here trying to get it. He needs to be trying to build. It is a rarity nowadays to find a black woman that, can have that grind. Cause see, what was it? Neo had a song. She got hustle or grind to match my grind. Why do you think they singing about that? These brothers are making songs and rapping and singing about that because that's attractive. Having your own grind. But you can't neglect the smaller things. Being humble, being nice to a person, being able, smiling. That's a big one. That is a huge one. Smile. If you don't have to smile, you can smile and be gentle. When a man comes up to you, if you're not interested, I've met sisters. I went up to sisters and tried to talk to them, and they shut me down. And they're so nice and friendly. I don't, now you got some a-holes out there that's going to cuss a woman out and call her the B-word or whatever. That happens. Don't let that ruin you, though. Stay gentle. We like women. We don't like women that are harder than we are. We don't like combativeness. We don't like to have to fight all the time. If you have a point, just make your point I know your emotions may get into it. Express your emotions, but after a certain amount of time, it does become, it wears you down. But the main thing, and I'm gonna say this, and this is something I've seen that has been implemented, and I see it all the time. If a woman is nice looking, she'll get a lot more room to do and say certain things than a woman that doesn't. That's not as nice looking. So your physicality, and I stress this again, is that's about, I honestly, I hate to say it, it's probably about 50% of it for guys, is how you look. And I'm not just talking about your hair and what you dress. We don't give a damn about a purse. We don't give a damn about you having a $2,000 purse or some red bottoms, or we don't give a damn about your accessories. I mean, do I like a jazzy woman that knows how to dress and does all these things I just said? Of course I do. But that's not gonna. I've seen women that ain't got the rest of it, they're not in shape. Their bodies, they're not excellent with their bodies, because your body is just like money. When you have a body, you're born into this world. You have a body just like you have time and your health. They say your health is just as important as even your money. So if you show that you're excellent with your health, it's as men that we tend to gravitate towards women that are in shape, that keep themselves up. If you'll notice in a lot of the videos my first few videos, I put pictures of women that were physically appealing. They were in the gym. They were doing their thing. Why? Because that's what men like. That's what we like. I had a white guy come on there and he was talking crazy. He made a point, and I thought it was funny because it was supposed to be an insult. It was supposed to be an insult, but it was a compliment. And he said, "You guys, you black men obsess over ass." The reason he said that was because you have it. Naturally, black women have it. I don't give a damn how flat your ass is. I've seen sisters come in the gym and bust their ass on the squat rack. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't have a problem with sisters getting the operation and getting it done. Just don't go get a 55-inch ass with 15-inch thighs. Just don't do that. If you're going to do that, you look like you have a mental problem. I was at the post office the other day and I saw a sister with this big, huge fake behind. Pretty sister. But she had bought too much. I don't know why. I'm like, either she strips or she just put too much in there. Like, it doesn't look right. I'd rather you just maximize what you have and wear something to accentuate those curves that you have. Every black woman, most black women can be at a certain level if they are excellent and they put the time and effort in. You know what? I go to the gym, I see a lot of brothers in there. They putting the time and effort in. And I was talking to one of my homeboys at the gym. He said, "Man, I do this because I do this because I want women to like it." That's what he said. And I agree. When I take my shirt off, I want you to like what you see. I don't want it to be, people say, well, I don't want you to do it for the woman. I want you to do it for yourself. Well, part of doing it for myself is doing it for women, not a woman in particular, but just for women in general. That is part of me doing it for myself, because the way I look at it, the black woman and the black man, we're like one. So we've been on this planet longer than anybody else. So me wanting to impress you is not unhealthy. That's what men do. That let me be a man. If I hold the door open, that gesture is for me to impress you. If a man is married, even if he's married with his wife, he's going to do certain things. He's going to dress a certain way. Brothers wearing tailored suits. I like tailored suits. If I'm gonna look nice, I like to go out and look nice. But I do it because I want I want to impress a woman. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see that as unhealthy. And I don't think you as women should see it as unhealthy to hit the damn gym and work out and run and do things that men love. We love that. I've heard some brothers say, "Hey, I admire a sister even if she hasn't reached her goals yet. But if she's in there consistently, they'll give a sister a pass on just because she's trying to get there." A lot of sisters don't know what they're doing. You go to the gym, and another thing, you want to meet a guy, go to the gym. Go to the gym if you're really looking for a guy. But at the end of the day, the trace of a woman, the biggest thing for a woman is to come in, and I know you say, well, put it like this: a man has no business coming in behind you and trying to fall in line in your program. If he is, then he's not really being assertive as a man. So, if you really want to feel like a woman, you want to be taken care of, you want to enjoy life and not have to worry about certain things because my man has it, and let him be what he's supposed, what his DNA. Let me tell you something. Nothing makes me feel more as a man, more fulfilled as a man than to pay my woman's bills. But not just some chick off the street. I'm talking about my woman. Nothing makes me feel more vindicated, not vindicated, but just more fulfilled. When I pay my woman's bills, when I show her how much she means to me by taking her out to eat, doing certain things. That's what a damn man is supposed to do. I'm not saying he's supposed to trick off on every chick out there in the street either, because that's a trick. But I'm talking about somebody that we've shown and expressed interest in each other. And I'm going to show you. Allow a man to be a man. That's basically what I'm saying. Allow us to be a man. Allow us to take care of you. Now, if a guy doesn't want to, and I'm going to say this right here. This is another thing I see. I know you probably going to disagree with this. Some sisters are, but this is just real. Once you've dated a guy for a while, it's okay to offer to pay for the meal. It's okay to say, hey, I'll pay. That guy will brag to his friends. Trust me. You want a guy to be bragging? Go after about y'all third, fourth date. Say, I tell you what, I got it tonight. Don't worry about it. That's a woman that he'll be like, man, she's a keeper. She actually offered to pay. She actually offered to pay. Even and most brothers be, no, I got it. But if you at least offer, that shows that you aren't just all about receiving. You're about giving as well. It's the same, just like sex. It's the same principles in sex. I don't want to just receive. I want to give. That's how men are. That's what helps us, and that's what helps not just men, but just the human person as in general. So these are just a few principles I thought of. Thank you.